We had a situation at the company I was with where the employees were very concerned. They had had fairly minor raises in the last couple of years. Several people had left to go to competitors. And there's always a situation where somebody leaves and can get more money for one reason or another. And so the management group had finally consented that maybe the salaries were out of line, and they asked us to take a look at it, and we did. And sure enough, there was a disparity in the market, and they were going to really continue to have some retention problems. The response was a 2% increase. Did them much more harm than good. Employees were just insulted that, you know, management says, yeah, we heard you, we brought some folks in, we're going to take a look at it, and the result was 2%. You know, one employee came and showed that the 2% bumped him into a higher tax bracket, so it actually resulted in a 4% salary decrease. But I think something that management's got to realize when you deal with compensation, you got to stay current with the market. You got to stay consistent with the kind of people you're trying to retain and attract. But it is not money in small doses that keeps people. What we have always said from an executive compensation perspective is that what you're going to offer somebody in terms of a raise or a bonus has got to represent a change in lifestyle. It's got to translate to a new boat. It's got to translate to adding a room on the back half of the house, an extra vacation in Maui. And the same holds true, I think, for all levels. Even the guy making $4 an hour, if you're going to really ring his bell with money, it's got to translate to something where he can see a difference in his life. All too often, salary increases that are merely incremental that go into the paycheck, especially for employees who are some of the lower paid, it gets lost in the checking account, and the kid needs new shoes, and we got to buy groceries, and the washer breaks, and before you know it, they have absolutely nothing to point to. At times, if there's only limited money to spend, there are better ways to spend it than to putting it into base pay.